right, everybody, welcome back to the Keeping It Real Estate Podcast. Another good episode coming your way. We've had some good ones this season. I'm super excited. I always enjoy having this microphone in front of me now, and I'm finding peace and just having conversations with people I truly enjoy and want to get to know more about. And today's episode, we're going to be talking to a dear friend of mine who is now a co-worker, a partner in business, and I call her the queen of the lake. You know what I mean? she may blush about it, but I mean, listen, this girl is a hustler, and I just enjoy her. The energy she gives every time I'm around her, it is very contagious, and I'm just so happy to be surrounded by so many good people, and she is definitely one of them. So I want y'all to make Jasmine Swaggard, aka Swag. Make her a little comfortable. We're going to clap a little bit, make her comfortable. She told me she was nervous, man, but it's okay. We're going to be good. We're going to have a conversation. We're going to have a good time. What's up, Swag?
What's up?
How you feeling?
I'm all right.
You all right? You all right?
A little nervous.
It's okay. Look, we're going to have a conversation. We're going to highlight you. This is all about you, man. So, you know, what I'm doing this year is I'm accepting my flowers when people give them to me. So I'm going to give you your flowers all day, but we also going to hype you up and, you know, tell the people what you do and make sure you feel comfortable. You cool?
Yeah, I'm cool.
Bet. Awesome. Well, look, Jazz, that's your camera right there.
Okay.
Let everybody know who you are and just a little bit about yourself, not just real estate, but whatever you're open to share.
Okay. Y'all, my name is Jasmine Swaggard. They like to call me Swag.
Swag.
My husband may be a little upset about that because that's his nickname. When I met him, he told me his name was Swag. But I am a real estate broker. But first and foremost, I am a child of God. I am a mother. I am a wife. I am a daughter. I am a sister. I'm a friend. I like to think I'm a good one.
Yes.
My friends check me if I'm not, so we good. And I mean, just outside of real estate, like I just love having a good time and being surrounded by like-minded people. Yeah. That's all I got. Jazz is
my ready to go partner. We pull up to every event, and I look at Jazz. We lock eyes, and it's like, all right, time to go. Let's go. We old, ain't we? That's my call time right there. Man, Jazz. So it's been, I mean, we've known each other, I would say, was it COVID when my wife did the party for you? Was it right before COVID?
2020. 2020.
So we've known you for 6 years now. And I remember when, I think you remember. Do you remember my wife did the birthday party was it for you?
Yeah, it was my 30th.
Oh, that's
I'll
crazy.
never forget it.
Man, that's fire. So my wife was into party decorating at the time, and now she's interior decorating, which is, I really believe that's her calling. But we were doing this house. She was like, I need you to help me set up. And I was like, all right, cool. I helped her set up. And I forgot what was your previous last name, your maiden name?
Gary.
And I was like, and I remember when you got your license, and I was like, Jasmine Gary. I said, that name sounds so familiar. And I kept saying it. And one time I said it out loud, and Therese was like, that's the girl we set the house up for.
Yeah. I
was like, dope, that's crazy. So I've been a fan ever since you got into business, man. So what kind of drew you into real estate? Because again, 2020 was not the, I guess that was a big year for everybody getting in real estate.
Yeah.
But what drew you to it?
It wasn't my plan to get my license.
Okay.
During a global pandemic.
Side note, it wasn't my plan to start a firm, right?
That's just what happened. But I just had always been like the go-to person in my family for like, anybody need to move. Yeah. Or if they want to go on a trip, they're calling me. Like I'm organized. I get things done. Yeah. And then we had purchased our first home in 2019, and we didn't have the best experience. And there was a lot of pressure behind that experience. And I was like, man, if I was ever a realtor, like I would not do my clients like that. And she's probably going to watch this episode.
It's okay. We all grow and learn.
I took from that experience. And then when I found myself unfulfilled in my position as a paralegal, it's like, what can I do? Like, what else can I do that offers me some flexibility? I can be with my kids, but I can still make some money because bills still need to get paid. Yes. And it just kept coming back to real estate. It was something that I had considered before, but never really took serious. And then after going through that experience, I was like, nah, I got to put one foot in front of the other. Yep. I got to do it.
Yeah, and you'd be surprised. A lot of people get into this industry because of their past experiences, myself included. When I bought my first house, had I known the things I know now, my goodness, not only would my experience have been better, but I would have probably set myself up for better equity faster, things like that. I didn't know the difference between 193 and 205 as far as monthly payments, not being that big of a difference. I'm like, what in the world?
Yeah.
Like, come on now. I can afford an extra $50 a month. Like, why are you taking me to this house?
Yep.
But that's how people get into the industry, and I think that's a positive thing, right? Because your agent who worked with you, I'm sure they've probably evolved and gotten better, or they've taken criticism and they've learned from it. But the type of things that you went through and your promise to yourself to not let other clients go through that's huge to build your business.
Yeah.
You know, so your clients will thank you for your experiences. You know what I mean?
I hope they appreciate it.
Yeah. What were the early days like? Because I remember you jumping in and getting right on. I was like, dang, this must be easy for her.
Yeah, hit the ground running. My very first transaction was a friend of mine. It was a listing in South Park, and at the time, I had the highest sold townhome in this community. And then from there, it was just, the ball just kept rolling. Man, did not stop.
That's crazy. Your first deal was
a listing
in South Park. How much was it?
$4 something. 430.
2020. That was a good move.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That neighborhood now is like in the 6s, 7s. So
that's fire. Yeah. And what do you like better, listings or buyers?
You asked me this the last time, and I love my buyers. I love my buyers down. It's a I like them both equally. It's just a different type of fulfillment. Yeah. Right? Yep. Like with buyers, I'm able to put them in position to build that generational wealth, have that equity. They may not think that they can purchase a home. Like helping someone realize that they can is half the battle. Yeah. But then on the listing side, I've had a seller walk away with a 7-figure paycheck before. And so it's like to be able to put someone in position to have that like liquid. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's just, they're both fulfilling. Yeah. Would you say that's more of the motivation behind it is your client's success and their stories, or just the fun you have? Or do you have fun with real estate? I have a lot of fun with real estate, but for me, 98% of it is helping my clients realize that goal that they set is attainable. Yeah. 2%, I got to reserve a little bit for myself because I am proud when I am able to help them achieve those goals. So, You should be proud, man. I'm super proud of you, man. And I'm gonna tell the story of just my journey and trying to capture you, man. Like that's that was one of those things. We pride ourselves on not recruiting, but one person, it's a couple of people at this office that I remember going, you know what, we got to have them be a part of this culture. And I think I don't know if but just watching you from the beginning and knowing that it all started from just us knowing each other or getting a chance to meet you at a birthday party. And I'm like, man, from what I saw to where she is, I got to have her be a part of this culture because she brings so much to the table. What do you think your strong suit is when it comes to real estate? Honestly, just being able to relate. Yeah. Because I feel like I've been on every side of it. I've been that investor looking for a flip. And making sure that it will cash flow. I've been the first-time home buyer. I've sold. I bought again. You know what I mean? I've been on. I've walked in every shoe. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I think that's my strong suit. Is just being able to relate wherever my clients are and being able to meet them wherever they are. Yeah. Another thing I like about you too is you do Airbnbs. Yeah, right? That too. Yeah, you've got your own. So it get hectic. Got a lot going on. It get hectic, it's fun. I will say that it's fulfilling. This career is so fulfilling for me, and some people are just after it for a paycheck. Some people, I know that the money's going to come. God has already written my check for me. I never really stress about money. It's always, how can I help you? How can I help you sell? How can I help you buy? How can I help you invest? Yeah. What would you attest to how you got to where you are right now? I know you've been to a few different firms, you've done the team thing, you've done so many different things. But what do you think your past has done for you to get you where you are right now? It's shown me definitely what not to accept, and then also believing in myself and knowing that if I trust in God, right, being obedient, because I know that my past experiences have been a direct reflection of me not being obedient to what he's called me to do and me trying to just take matters into my own hands. Yeah. And so I think like once I was able to surrender and say, you know what, God, you got it. I can't do it no more. I can't carry it. It's all up to you. And then that's what led me to Noir.
Yeah. What do you think would be a good example of something where you say you weren't being obedient as far as real estate wise, or?
Can I say like names?
You can say whatever you want.
Okay.
Yeah.
So in 2022, I was being heavily recruited.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Heavily.
Yeah. Okay.
They offered me a 5-figure sign-on bonus. In addition to additional marketing funds and all the bells and whistles went there. I did not take the sign-on bonus. Thank you, Jesus.
Because you'd had to stay.
Because I would have had to stay.
Yeah.
Or pay it back.
Yeah.
So, so I went there and I left. I was a Perfect House Realty with Quilla Bryan.
Yeah.
Or Brunson. I think her last name is Brunson now.
Yeah, Quilla. Yeah.
And I loved it there. Absolutely loved it there. The culture was great, similar to Noir, small, close-knit. And I left, and I was one of her top producing agents, and I felt bad, but I was like, I feel like I need to explore this opportunity.
Yeah.
When I got there, things were great. Things were great at Compass. Like, I love the tech. I love the, the back-end systems, everything. All of that worked for me, but the culture wasn't there.
Yeah. And
it was heavily lacking. I started my team with another agent at Compass. We recruited a bunch of agents that looked like me. And that did not go over well with them. They did not like it. They found any and every reason to push us out. And when they did, I took the out. You know what I mean? They told me on the back end, Jasmine, you can stay. Yeah. But they got to go. So are you crazy?
Yeah.
If they got to go, I got to go. Like, if and then, one of the other agents that was on the team at the time was Bree Gaither. Yeah. A heavy hitter. Yep. If you telling her to go.
Yeah, you tripping. You don't know nothing.
I got to go.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, we came into this together. We leaving together.
Yeah.
And so that was, did I answer your question?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I was just trying to figure out, just your history.
That was one of the times where I knew that, like, God did not call me to be there.
Yeah.
Because had he called me to be there, it would not have been as chaotic as it was.
Yeah.
It wouldn't have.
No, and what I'm hearing from that too is culture means a lot to you when it comes to being able to operate your business.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So like, what is it that you look for in a culture, or what is it that you feel like you found with Noir that just kind of helps you, feel like you can elevate and continue to do business the right way?
So I mean, obviously, it's no secret I'm black.
What?
You would be surprised how many times I talk to people on the phone.
Oh yeah, you show up,
and then they meet me, and I'm like, code switch. But no, seriously, like being able to work with people that look like me, that go through that have the same type of like obstacles and challenges that I have or have had. That's important because you can't sit at a table with a bunch of agents who have either had everything handed to them based on, their circle. Yeah. Or walk into a room and people automatically trust them just because of what they look like. Yeah. So it was just important for me to connect with a group that would align with my struggles, but then also were getting it in their own way, right? Like everybody at Noir, I've been connected with Raja since 2020, since I very first got licensed, Ariel. So there are some agents that I would see at Noir who like, we was like linked, we was locked in on social media and seeing them thrive and actually seem like they were happy. And they ain't never left. I've been knowing Raja since, I'm like, she ain't went nowhere. You know what I mean? So I gotta go see what this is about. But no, I did pray about it. Yeah. Because it was between Noir and another firm, I'm sorry.
I know. I remember the calls. Yeah. I remember the calls.
And I prayed about it and like literally that same night, I had a dream, and God revealed to me exactly where I needed to be, and I called you the next day.
Cause them three times, I was like, Jazz, what's up? You call me, I'll be like, hey, what you need? How you been? Everything okay? Yeah. You need help with what? Okay, I got you. And then bam, she goes to. I'm like, what in the world is going on?
You know what? No, hold up. Because I didn't call you. I didn't call you that much.
No. I'm not saying.
I didn't call you that much.
Every time you switched, you called.
I did. Yeah. Because it was Listen, God and timing, because it was always in the back. It was always in the back of my mind, and I'd be like, dang, like I really want to go over here, but and then also a little bit of like imposter syndrome, maybe like, is it gonna be a good fit? Yeah. Like, because I know I could be a little sometimes, you know.
It's okay.
But y'all let me hear.
But I think, and I think too, it's the fear of we were still new. You know, we were still, I mean, hell, even today, we're still hurdling and trying to figure things out. But I could see why people would say, I'd rather go with something more experienced than just go off of what I'm seeing on social media. So I get it. I definitely did. And I always understood it when people would call
when I
me.
left, and I called you because I was going to go back to Perfect House where I had left. And Quilla had told me, she's like, hey, I dissolved the firm. I'm at Realty One Group. Okay. So I was like, all right, I'm going to just come back over there with you. Like, I just went back where it was safe at with her. And I was a solo agent there. I was no longer on the team because they said, oh, you're sales. You don't need to be on her team. I'm like, all right, cool. I'll try it out. Yeah. But then that ended up folding. Yeah. So, you know, here we are.
Listen, I'm appreciative of every misstep you took. You know.
Well, dang.
I'm appreciative of all the struggles you went through.
Listen, because it brought me here.
It did. And I'm super appreciative of you, man. You have come in, kicked doors down, and provided inspiration to agents that, you know, just, you get to a point, like in my career, I've been in the industry now, I'm almost done with my 11th year. Like it'll be 11 years at the end of August. And you feel the imposter syndrome stuff is real because early in my career, when I first started the team, things like that, everything that I was doing was very now, right? It's, you know, it's like, this is what we need to do right now. This is where social media is. We need to be on social media. We need to be doing this. And I could give those answers. So the imposter syndrome kicks in later on when you're like, okay, is my advice still relevant? You know what I mean? Is my advice still relevant? Do I still play a part? Am I still valuable? So to have people who find value in what Noir brings and then not just being me is a blessing, because that's what I had to get over first. It was people are coming because of me. No, they're not. They're coming because of the culture that I created.
Yeah, sorry, it wasn't.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what I'm saying. So, but again, that's the stuff that, because when I had the team, it was me.
Yeah.
You know, so going from team to firm is different. So when you build the firm, it's all about what everybody else is doing. So for me, I was still in the team lead mindset. Yeah. And it's like people are coming because they want to ask me questions. You got to have every answer in your head. And I just wasn't. I was like, man, I need to research, you know. But no, I appreciate every bit of energy you've contributed to Noir Group and continue to contribute. What do you think your hardest moment in life and real estate? What do you think that hard? Because everybody has that one moment, right? Everybody has that one moment that kind of, it's like, all right, it pushes you over the edge and makes you lock in and do things. Do you have a moment like that?
I mean, I feel like I've always been a go-getter. Yeah. So there's nothing that really sticks out to me that made me say, you got to go 10 times harder. Yeah. Like, I've always just
did it.
Like,
out of necessity.
It's just like, that's just the way that I'm wired. You know what I mean? Like, I can't take no shorts unless I'm going on vacation. And I had no choice. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I can't think of any one moment.
Yeah, and life's filled with a bunch of moments, you know. So I get that too. So I always want to find out the root to somebody's, like, because you can't make somebody hustle. You can't make somebody want it.
I got kids.
That too. I mean, I get it.
You know, I got mouths to feed. That's that daily motivation. Yeah, you know?
Yeah, wake up with that one.
I got rich kids too. I don't know where they came from, but they are rich.
They came from the Queen of the Lake. That's what they did. That's why they got there. What do you think? How did you tap into that market, the lake market?
One foot in front of the other. Yeah. Literally, like, I just I had spoke with another agent, Lindsay, over at Keller Williams, and she's like, "You're up there in Mooresville now. Like, why don't you do X, Y, Z?" I'm like, "Girl, these people do not want to work with me." Right. I said it. She's like, "No, like, just try it." And so I did. Like, I took her advice. I put together this amazing expired listing packet, and that's what got me my first $1 million listing. Nice. Was just by farming, like I said, one foot in front of the other. Yep. And then now what I've done to continue to build my brand in that area, right, become 5 Mile famous, it's just, you know me, I'm in those moms groups. Yes, I do. I get a lead every other day.
And I get the screenshot. You're like, here go another one I got.
From the moms groups. And so that, being able to again, just be relatable.
Yeah.
Right? Like, these moms are wanting to know, hey, do you have kids at Mooresville High School? Like, what is that like? What's your kids' experience? We're relocating from this state or there. Like, so being able to relate to those people in that market, but also not forgetting that I have to put in the work. Like, I have to put myself in front of them, and if nobody's going to do it for me.
Right.
Because I don't look like the rest of them. But then also not letting that be a crutch. You know, because I'm just as capable. I'm not going to allow someone's perception of me who's never met me, you don't know me, you never had a conversation. I'm going to just go for it. If you receive it, God will bless you. Yeah. If you don't, it ain't up to me.
It ain't got nothing to do with you.
Ain't got nothing to do with me. Man. But just doing the work.
Yeah. Shout out to, real quick, shout out to Greg Cooley, man. I went to an event yesterday of his, and you just made me think of it. I went to an event of his. I was actually on the panel myself and Bree Gaither. Yeah. We're on the panel. And I took my topic was identity. And what you just talked about is exactly that, right? Like, not changing who you are, but understanding that the work is going to be what gets you through the door. Yep. And I said that into, in a room full of people that don't look like me, and I kind of let it be known that, guys, the reason Noir even exists is because I found a void in the industry and in this city that you all helped make. Yeah. And it's not your fault to a sense, but you all helped make this void, and I provided an avenue to fill it, and we've done well. Charlotte's best real estate firm. We got nominated for a bunch of stuff. I'm 40 under 40. I'm pretty sure other people about to be 40 under 40 coming up, because we're doing so much and putting in so much work that the work is really what does it. You can't deny it. You can't. Hard work translates, man. It doesn't matter what you're doing. Hard work translates. And it's just one of those things. I'm super proud of anybody who embraces, that task and goes, yeah, this is it. Yeah, like, I can do it too. Yeah. And you've not only done well independently, but you've tapped into coaching a little bit. Talk about the coaching aspect and how that's going. I mean, it's going. So, with two of the agents that we've coached and mentored, both of them have done amazing things, and it's like a proud mom moment. Yeah, man. I got a text from one of the agents earlier. She just got her listing under contract didn't even go on the market. Off market. And I'm so proud of you. Like, who are you? You know what I mean? She told me the other day, she said, I got motion. I said, you do. She does. Yeah, you got motion. And it's so exciting. Like, I get excited about it. You have to. Because we can talk all day. We tell them all the steps that they need to take, the things that they need to do. But if they don't put one foot in front of the other, they're not going to get the results. And one of our agents that we mentored last year, a part of it for her was just helping her realize that she was capable. Yeah. Yep. She had already been doing business on her own. She had already been a good agent, but she had always had a mentor. She had always been at other firms that required her to have a mentor based on her sales. Yep. And so part of that was just her making her realize, hey, like, you are capable. Yeah. And then with the other agent who was doing her big one in 2026, it was, she had been working full-time, right? Doing real estate part-time. And so now that she's been able to tap into real estate full-time, kind of like not really having a choice, the ball is rolling. And that's it, man. Coaching gives you a whole new energy. It does. It really does, man. And I encourage any agent who has just enough experience to carry a conversation with another agent and be able to give advice. I encourage any agent, man, with that experience and that role to just tap into it. Bless some other people, man, with your experiences, because the fulfillment on that side when they reach out, when they reach out and go, guess what? That guess what is it? That text message. What you talking about? What happened? I get so excited because I'm like, you did it, and then just it's the same with clients, like just showing them that this goal is attainable. Like, you can do it. Yeah. You can. Yeah. It's not far-fetched. It's not. It's not far-fetched. And I'm loving the motion that she's creating. I'm loving even your other one that you had, man. It's just to see people tap into a level of, energy that they feel like they were missing. And it all comes from the words from you. And I heard you say we. Who's the we?
So Britt.
Yeah. So it's a
Brittany,
team coaching thing, man.
Yeah.
I think that's even better. Like somebody reached out to me and I immediately sent them to y'all. Like, hey, reach out to them. People are asking, and I'm like, look, if you don't have to, you don't have to know all the answers.
You don't have to do it alone.
You do not.
You do not have to do it alone. I think that's a part of where a lot of solo agents get hung up in trying to find a firm that's a good fit for them. You don't have to be on a team, but you should be able to be in a place where you can collaborate with the other agents at your firm. You don't have to do it alone.
Yeah. And you do a lot of things together, right? You and your husband operate swag handyman
services. Yeah.
So talk about that, working with your husband and things like that. How is that? Because Lord knows
I don't know how Desiree and Austin do it.
What?
I do not know. I love them down.
Yeah.
Two of my favorite people. I don't know how y'all do it.
Every day, all day.
But no, I mean, Justin, the way that he operates his business is completely different from my approach, right? Like I'm a little soft, and I'm like, oh, it's okay, And Justin's like, nah, like this is just the way it is.
Yeah.
But I think that approach has also helped him be successful, right? Because my clients, when I send them to I'm like, hey, my husband can actually come here and hang all these TVs for you. He can change out all your light fixtures. He can like my clients last year, they had an exterior door. And they wanted to make that room their bedroom, but they didn't want to have access to the outside.
So he sealed it for them?
Closed it up. And I said, and so I texted them when we had that snowstorm, like, is that wall okay? I'm like, we got insurance, is that wall okay? And they're like, they text me pictures, like, yeah, they have pictures hanging up on it, like, it's perfect. But I think our businesses go hand in hand to where, like I said, my clients automatically trust him and the work that he's doing because they trust me.
Yeah.
And then same, like, he has other realtors that are referral partners, and he just does good business, but we don't work that closely together.
Yeah.
Like, I just don't I got the assist and he got a...
That's about as far as I could go with mine too, man. It has nothing to do with them, period. It's just, you have to have that separation, man. I applaud Austin and Desiree all the time too. Like, man, I don't know how y'all do it every day, all day, man. It's a beautiful thing.
Austin is a goofball.
He would definitely lighten up a room.
Yeah.
Or lighten up a situation, a scenario, for sure. Do you have any regrets about your business or anything that you would have changed?
Yeah. Every day, literally every single day, I just wish that I would have done it sooner. That's the only regret that I have, is not getting into the industry when I had the thought about doing it the very first time.
Yeah, I guess that's a good one. I mean, but we all have that, right?
I mean, like, seriously.
Like an actual regret,
like,
you had an opportunity to get in?
Okay. I did. When I dropped out of college, I was working at Starbucks. One of my customers came through, and she was like, you'd be really good in real estate. Like, have you ever considered it?
It's so crazy how people see that.
I was like, no, like, I'm 18. You know what I mean? I'm like, girl, I ain't selling no houses. You know what I mean? Like, it just felt really mature at the time.
Yeah.
But that moment replays in my mind, especially when I get new clients. I'm like, wow, like, just imagine.
Yeah, if you would have started earlier.
So that's truly a regret. It's not like from, like, a monetary standpoint, like, oh, I'd be so much further. Like, no. Yeah. I would just been able to help that many more people. Yeah. Had I gotten into it.
Man, that's crazy, because I never even considered real estate, bro. That somebody saw it in me the same way they see it in you, and I would have probably shrugged them off even more if they didn't volunteer to pay for me to go to class. No. You know what I mean? Like, I think it's so cool that other people see stuff in you and see stuff in us that you just sit back and go, man, that ain't it. It's such a cool thing to give off that kind of spirit to somebody, and they go, man, you know what you'd be good at, and then you fall into it years later, and it's like, dang, listening to somebody project that on my life is wild. What if you had to start over? What would be the first thing you did?
Join the WAR group.
As a new agent?
As a brand new agent.
As a brand new agent?
I would.
That's fire. Why you say that?
Because I was at Coldwell Banker when I very first got started, and I couldn't call that big. Yeah. I was trying to unlock a lockbox. Yeah. Oh, and that man, I could not get him on the phone. And I didn't know anyone else at the office, and trying to figure it out. And I feel like at Noir Group, just what I've seen in the 2 years that I've been here, when a new agent, like, everybody's willing to help. Like, there's no shortage of assistance.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, truly, that's, like, one thing that I would have done, or at least taken more time to find a firm that aligned with me and being a new agent.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I say that all the time. People ask me what I would, kind of advice I'd give to new agents. It's either join a team or truly research a firm that fits you. I think we're all misguided coming out of school. It's always
they come to class, they bring you lunch, and they
talk about
do
money.
This whole spiel. Yes,
they talk about money. It gets everybody.
They took more than half of my first check.
Listen,
I was so upset.
You can't even Nah, I ain't even going down because I was there too.
You was there.
I was at that firm as well.
And then they tried to re-recruit me.
Yeah.
Like twice.
So let's be honest though. Here you go. That's the fun part. When people start throwing money at you and they start offering you stuff, you're like, ooh, I guess I am doing right.
Yeah, a little bit emotional.
I look, you got some offers at that place, and I got some offers at that place to bring the whole shebang.
Yeah, but your offer was crazy.
It was stupid.
I would have probably been like, y'all, we gotta go here for a year. Can't turn it down.
Nah, it was crazy. It was crazy, and I think, but I've always been one to analyze immediately. I'm not one to respond immediately, but I can analyze immediately, especially numbers. You throwing numbers like that at me right now, and I feel like my projection is higher. Oh no, my price went up.
And so that was, honestly, that was kind of like my mindset. It's like, if y'all gonna give me this, no, let me just negotiate a higher split. Because if y'all think that I'm capable, you're gonna give me all this money. With a 12-month contract.
Yeah. Why are you doing this?
And you're gonna give me a salary?
Oh, why are you giving me this money right now?
Yeah, it made me nervous.
I did not need that.
I did not take the money.
That's good though. That's good. I didn't take it either.
I would never take the money.
That's I don't know if it's my regret, but yeah,
That I would have. I would have took that. I would have took that. I'm not even lying.
That was probably one of the toughest ones. But I'm gonna tell you what it prepared me for. It prepared me for last year when even bigger numbers were coming, and they were what I realized is that those numbers that were coming my direction were to literally take the identity of Noir, take all of it, whatever we built. They put a price tag on it, and it was not enough. And that's the crazy part, man, because these relationships, the culture we built, to have somebody else take that and hope that they, take care of your baby the way you do, and it's like, man, no, I'm not. It ain't worth that.
And in my mind, it's like to think, like you have the audacity to think that you could put a dollar amount on what I'm building.
Yeah. There's a dollar amount on it. But it wasn't that.
Listen, everybody has a price.
Everybody got a price. Yeah.
Everybody has a price. But what I'm saying is like, who was it? Was it Master P who said that they offered him something and he
just the other day? Yeah, that was crazy.
And he was like, no, I'm not going to take that. I'm going to build it on my own. You know what I mean? Because if you think that I'm worth that.
Yeah, I just saw that clip the other day. I feel was it $1 million for a Super Bowl commercial or something like that? Yeah, something crazy. I was like, man, they offered you $1 million to rap?
Yeah,
I might have took that. I might have took that, Percy.
I mean,
I might have did that $1 million just to put some words together.
But that just goes to show that
morals and you stand on that.
I bet you if they would have offered him $5 or $10 million, he probably would have.
Oh, he would. He definitely would have.
He would have took it.
If you could give a new agent, how about this? What's your 2 golden nuggets? Let's do your 2 golden nuggets that you got for people getting into the industry or somebody that's following your footsteps. What would be your 2 golden nuggets?
And just knowing that, hold on, I'm sorry, Lord. Okay.
All right.
Obedience will take you further than ambition ever could.
Okay. I like
because,
that.
Me being a brand new agent, I knew, like I said, I'm a hustler. I'm going to get it regardless. But not being obedient to God really had me, I won't say that there were some setbacks because I was always successful. And that's only by his grace, but I just wasn't in the right room with the right people having that success. So I don't think that it went to where it could have just by me not being obedient.
I love that. I love that because, listen, people don't understand patience and just being tactical are so important to your growth. And I think that's what the problem with a lot of the younger generation is. They see everybody's peak and they go, "Ah, man, what'd you do to get there?" They all they hear is the last.
They want
crumble.
the microwave success.
Yeah, man, it just doesn't exist.
Yep.
It does not exist. But I love that. What's your other one?
All right, my other one is, it ties right into what you just said. You don't have to shrink to be chosen. You have to be aligned.
Okay.
So
I like that.
Being patient
Mm-hmm.
and knowing that you will be put into the right room with the right people.
Yeah.
You don't have to change your hair color.
Yeah.
You don't have to dress different.
Yeah.
You don't have to walk different. You don't have to talk different. Be you, and everything else will come. Like I said, your vibe attracts your tribe.
Always, man. I speaking again about that panel we just on yesterday, man. I hope she is okay with me sharing this, but Bree sent me a text yesterday after the panel, and she literally basically just said, "Thank you for being you, because you inspired me to go up there and also be myself." Mm-hmm. And I was like, "Dang, that's crazy," because somebody like Bree who's super confident, but and to still be inspiring people like that, I think that's huge. So I'm with you, right? You just got to understand that being you is all that you can, all you have to do.
That's it, yeah.
Just be yourself, man. I promise you, it'll take you way further than trying to be somebody else or do something that you've never done before and shouldn't be doing. Mm-hmm. So no, I'm with it. I love it. I love your golden nuggets. Well, this is the part where you get to ask me one question. Any question?
Okay.
Okay. I don't know why I be getting nervous when they. What? I don't know what questions y'all about to ask, but everybody go, I got one. I'm like, oh, what is it?
So my question to you is, where do you see yourself and Noir Group as a firm in the next, I'll say 2 years, because 5 years is kind of like, that's a long time.
5 years is long.
But 2 years, where would you like to see yourself in Noir Group?
I would like, in 2 years, that puts us at 6 years. I had a plan not a plan, but I had in my mind, I thought by year 5, I would be completely hands off. We'd have broker in charge. All this other stuff. And I would literally just be traveling the world and speaking.
Okay.
Sharing my knowledge and things like that, helping other brands build their stuff. That was my vision when we first started, because I never wanted to, I don't want to sell houses all my life. Yeah. I don't mind selling houses all my life, but I never wanted to sell houses all my life. My mom used to always say, she'd be like, "Man, you good at it." I'm like, that don't mean it's the end goal, but I think it's good. But I also think my mom used to always tell me too, you're going to be a teacher when you get older. And I was like, I ain't going to be no teacher. I hate kids. What you mean? And, I didn't know she was projecting just life and teaching, period, going through things in real estate. And what I'm realizing this year is that one of my goals this year is to talk more, to get out there more, be on more panels, do more podcast interviews to where I can actually help people through my experiences. So I'd say in the next 2 years, I would have inched closer to being a little bit more hands off with the actual brokerage itself, but still being able to contribute to the growth of it. Yeah. But I want to have somebody in place that believes in the vision, can also, push that mission forward and add some new life to it, right? Because at a certain point, it'll get stagnant, and I don't want it to get stagnant. I want people to always find value in what Noir offers, because they joined for that reason. They joined for the value. They joined because it made them feel accepted, right? And to be able to say that if you could go back and do it again, your first thing you would do would be to join Noir Group as a brand new agent. I want everybody to feel that way, right? So in order for people to feel that way, I feel like I have to analyze every year and go, where can we get better? And if it is, bringing some other energy in, bringing somebody else in place to be the broker in charge, managing brokers, operate teams, whatever it may be, whatever that answer is, I really want to start putting things in place to where we got a whole operation. We got a marketing team. We got, all of that stuff. And it's not all on me, or it's not all on everybody to answer all the questions at the same time. But that's a honest answer. And I think there's power in what we have. And I would love for other people to experience it. But right now it's just limited. So, yeah.
Yeah. I love that. I've had some thoughts. had some thoughts.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, what kind of thoughts?
I mean, I feel like everyone here, like, we do lean on each other, like, from a marketing team's perspective.
Yeah.
Like, with our graphics and everything. It's consistent, right? Like, everybody's stuff is clean. But I do think that having a marketing team, because people, they see the logo, they know what it is, but don't kill me.
Yeah,
I just think that there's just room for some improvement.
Always.
Of, just being, a little bit more concise and clean across the board.
First off, don't ever say don't kill me, because one, I don't want people to think I can't take criticism. I enjoy criticism, which is why I tell y'all all the time, you have to tell me things in order for me to get better. And that's why my vision is to be at a point where there's other people and other operations in place, to where it's not just solely reliant on me making sure things get done. Yeah. So I'm 100%. I agree. Yeah. I think there's always room for growth. And I think anytime we have to deny people access to it, there's always room for growth. Yeah. Right? We should be able to accept any and everybody that wants to join and provide that experience to them. But I always tell people in these interviews, I don't want you to join here and us be your reason for having a slow start, or feeling like you're falling behind because you're used to a different pace, you're used to different resources. I want to make sure we have everything right for the people that believe in it at that moment, and then we can grow from there, so that way they continue to believe in it. Yeah. So that's what it's always going to be about. And I think we got the right people in place to keep growing, to keep moving forward, and to keep providing, something that this city just hasn't seen other than the last.
We're doing
4 years. Yeah.
We are, and I'm like so proud and so grateful to be a part of it. Like it's just not like anything else. I've been in a lot of firms.
Yeah. I can say I have too.
Girl, been around, okay? But Noir Group, it's just different.
It is, man. It is. It's more than a slogan, right?
Yeah, truly it's different, and I can't even, like, you could ask me, like, oh, like, why are you different? I cannot put it into words. Yeah. Like, you just have to come and experience it for yourself. Yeah. I'm not recruiting nobody.
No, right? Yeah, repeat that.
But it truly is different, and it's just unlike anything else.
Yeah. And I don't know, do you know the history behind the slogan? Find out why we're different?
No? I don't think so.
That's crazy. Do you know the history behind the logo itself, or just anything? Because a lot of time, I don't mean to put you on the spot. I didn't mean to put you on the spot.
You tell me
but the reason I say that is because a lot of people, we've talked about it, but nobody ever asked. So it's not uncommon that you all wouldn't know the history behind it. But noir itself, of course, is French for black. But the breakdown of how the word itself ties into real estate is, number one, real estate, right? So the NO is number, and then the 1 is the I. So we turn the I into a 1, and then the RE is real estate. So we're the number one in real estate. So nobody ever asked. So, but that's literally the whole breakdown of it. So if you look at our logo, so when we first got to Costello and built the team, they had a marketing director here. Now, he didn't think of the idea of the breakdown that way, but when he drew out the original logo, the NO, the I looked like a 1. The font that they had, it was real skinny, and it looked like a 1. And I was like, man, we gotta do something with that, because it just looks like a 1. So what he did was he kept the I. He changed the font, kept the I, but he put the 1 on the back end of the R. So he was like, if we got to keep it, we got to figure out a way to implement it. So we did number 1 in, the I was in, and then the number, and then the 1 was on the back of the R, but the I was in real estate. So we did it that way, but when we redid the logo for Noir Group, I made sure the I was the 1. Yeah. See it right there, yeah. So NO, 1 R. And then, but even just that, like, what else was I saying? Did you know the history of? Find out why we're different. I was having a conversation with somebody who was talking about black business. They were like, man, this is why I don't use black business. This is why every time I call them, they don't answer. Or every time I call them, they forget, they don't show up. They do this, blah, blah, blah. And we were talking about contractors for a real estate deal. And I was like, bro, I said, well, we're different. We're different, man. I promise you. I said, by the time the end of this transaction is done, you'll feel it. And I forget who it was sitting across the room that heard it from me. And he was just like, yeah, find out why we different. And it wasn't a slogan. It was just something that we were in the office. We were at the old office, and I was just talking. And I was like, we're different. You know, we're really different. I promise you, by the end of this transaction, you'll enjoy it, and you'll have a whole different viewpoint on black business.
Yeah.
And they were like, find out why we different. And literally, that when it was the time to change and the logo, I just thought back to that moment, and I was like, bam, that's it. So now you done learned about the logo. You learned about the slogan.
See? I love it.
Yeah. So, but that's it, Jazz. Let the people know how they can get in touch with you. I appreciate you so much for being on the pod today, but let the good people know who you, or not who you are. Let the good people know how they can get in touch with you, and if you want some business.
I want the business. But no, I am on Instagram at Jasmine Swaggard, SWAGGARDCLT. I'm on Facebook, just Jasmine Swaggard, no crazy names there. And then, yeah. You can, from my Instagram bio, you can schedule a consultation. You can call me directly from Instagram. Not too much, though, please. Like, DM me first. Like, I will respond. Yeah. But no, like, I'm open. I'm here. Whether you have questions about buying or selling, whether you're a brand new agent and you want someone who's not going to try and sell you on anything, be super aggressive, like, I'm just here to help. So, yeah, that's where they can reach me. That's
my dog, and she means it. She will work hand over foot, man, to get you to the finish line. And it's such a pleasure watching you do business and just being a small part in your growth. And I will always thank you for accepting, the admission into Noir Group, because you've changed a lot. I was always inviting you. You just finally came. But no, I'm always appreciative of you, Jazz. And like I said, give you your flowers and just keep being yourself. Cool. You already know where you can find me all the time at Soul by Rel on every platform. Guys, this is ramping up. I got some more fun guests coming up, and I just appreciate you all watching and listening and learning and your feedback. And we're going to keep this thing going. So until next time, appreciate you.
Bye.